Swindle feeds Stafford. Second chance, Aiden Ames. First point for the Longhorns.
Longhorns are going to be really patrolling the net here. They want to establish their middles early on in this ball game. Florida A&M need to take care of that first and second ball contact.
Ames fifth in the SEC in attacking percentage, one of their easiest kills of the season. Swindle now for the freshman Kari Spears, and the Longhorns have the match's first 2 points.
Kari Spears may be a freshman, but she does not play like one. Out of Frisco, Texas, standing at 6'3". She has the range, she has the vision, has made the All-SEC tournament team for a reason.
Emma Halter serves again. Halter keeps the point alive. And Halter able to do it again. Third chance now for the Rattlers. Texas gets the point, and it's because of 2 saves by Emma Halter.
Halter is playing locked in defense. She is disciplined and reading and reacting. What a pancake layout from Halter. Expect to see that all night long.
Close to 300 digs on the year. Those were 2 of her best. Now Halter looks for the assist and has it. Tori Stafford, her second kill. It's all Longhorns early.
Stafford's arm swing is so quick. Watch as she's in the air and has such a fast arm. As soon as her feet leave the ground, even on this out-of-system play, it goes.
Florida A&M on the board. Tamia Coleman, sophomore from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Florida A&M want to establish their middles early in this match to allow their pins to have one-on-one opportunities.
This team definitely with NCAA tournament experience. Again, their 4th time here the last 5 seasons. Naya Bunton from the middle, sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky. Killing her first win.
Bunton does a great job of using her core when she's attacked. She has a big bow and arrow up in the air, big high elbow, allowing her that opportunity to swing all the way through.
Now Ella Swindle with 6 double-doubles this season serves. Stafford for Spears, yes. Or rather, she touched the net. I apologize. Florida A&M gets the point.
The Rattlers have to utilize this opportunity for an unforced error on the side of Texas. Can they go back to the service line and chip away here in transition?
First error for either squad. An early 5-2 lead for Texas. Dylan Huskins, junior from Houston, now to serve. Tori Stafford will be a 3-time All-American for sure. Leader on the team in aces as well. Blocked, Bunton.
The Rattlers have to try and get the set a little bit closer to the tape to try and beat that block of Texas, or try and use the block to their advantage. See how the set's a little bit off as the Rattlers aren't really able to do anything.
Farah Farouk, easily Florida A&M's best player at the net. Junior from Houston, hitting .390 coming in and over 250 kills.
Second most kills on the team for Farouk, and that's as a middle blocker. That's saying something.
Made the All-SWAC second team. Sydney Whitfield serves. Blocked. It's Farouk, who's also the team leader in blocks.
We're going to be saying Farouk all match long. She has 7 matches with 7 or more blocks, and this is why she's able to have the right vision of the apex of the volleyball to be in the correct spot to earn that block.
And an ace after Texas's hot start. Rattlers are within 2. Whitfield, team leader in aces. We'll try again.
The Rattlers are a very strong service team. They have 5 athletes with over 20 aces on the season.
Heck of an effort. That was Whitfield to keep the point alive, but still Texas gets the point to end the run. Emma Halter checks out. And it is Ames, Spears, and Abby Vanderwall up front. Swindle, Stafford, and Bunton make up the remainder of the Longhorn squad. Farouk again.
Farouk doing a great job of going off of 1 foot behind her setter, creating that opportunity on the slide attack. She was able to beat that block of Texas because she kept the ball out in front of her hitting arm.
Now Halter checks in for Bunton before the Farouk serve, and we see her numbers. Transfer from East Carolina, one of their leaders in blocks 2 seasons ago. That has upped her game in kills and blocks to help the Rattlers to another NCAA tournament appearance. Benjusu Kazazlar, junior from Turkey, now comes on to serve. Spears, her 3rd kill.
As a right-handed attacker on the right side, Spears does a really great job of not letting the ball get past her attacking shoulder. She cuts the ball off before it gets to her shoulder, most of the time hitting the ball square in front of her nose or even before being able to carve up that ball inside.
Willa Binney, the sophomore from Hawaii, checks in to serve. Another dig for Halter. Vanderwall.
Halter not only is digging volleyball, she's digging to location, which is really giving the Longhorns the opportunity to have such a controlled offense in transition. See as Halter extends fully through that ball to create that backspin to keep it in system on their side.
6 digs already. Diving was Victoria Santana, keeping the point alive for the Rattlers. Free ball, Halter again the vacuum. And Vanderwall gets the point. It's the Emma Halter show, though, for Texas so far.
It sure is. She is the heartbeat of Texas volleyball, keeping them alive, keeping that balloon off the ground, David.
We played 17 points. She has 9 digs. Give Texas the ace. And a Longhorn run off the Rella Binney serve. 7 national finals appearances, 12 appearances in the national semifinals. Free ball off the serve, and Vanderwall gets the point. After Florida A&M made their run, it's 4 in a row for the Longhorns.
Great aggressive serve, nice and flat on that ball, allowing that overpass and point for Texas.
Blocked. Abby Vanderwall again.
Vanderwall has been consistent blocking-wise for Texas this season. That's now her 32nd block of the
in Division I. Jared Elliott, easily more wins than any other head coach in this year's NCAA tournament. It's a good effort by Hoskins to keep the point alive for a chance for the Longhorns. And it's Aiden Ames on the slide, a 7-0 Texas run.
Great play there. Setter Ella Swindle does a great job of hanging that set on the pin, allowing her middle blockers to come all the way around on this slide. Perfect set location, creating that seam in the block.
Longhorns are hitting .562. Trantham ends the run.
Trantham standing at 5'9", has great range. She's able to really challenge any big block out in front. She's earned 9 double-doubles on the season and continues to put up numbers.
SWAC Freshman of the Year, well over 300 kills this season for Gökhan Yilmaz, who calls her the energy of the team. The slide is 2 for 2, Ames again.
Ames doing a really great job of running off of 1 foot and has been consistent with it. She's 5th in the SEC for hitting percentage for a reason, batting .386. She's up in the air on setter ball contact.
Last time we saw this Texas team, they took the first 2 sets against Kentucky. The SEC Tournament Championship got reverse swept. They've been waiting to get back into the floor. Long, off to Mia Coleman, another Longhorn point.
Mia Coleman trying to find high hands there. I expect the Rattlers to find Coleman again.
Ramsey Gary, junior from Pendleton, Indiana, serves. Gary gets the ace. Her 9th of the season.
Gary has great hand-to-ball contact, tossing that ball on her shoulder and having square contact flat on that ball for that ball to float and drop perfectly.
Halter has double-digit digs already. It is all Longhorns in set one.
Texas is going to put up that triple block against any big attack. The Rattlers have to be ready for that and cover their hitters.
And Stafford, Ames, and Devin Kahahawai all get credit for the block assist. Another ace. 20-7.
Gary has played a huge role this season as a DS for Texas, both defensively and at the service line.
It is Binney diving to keep the point going. Binney for Kahahawai. Oh, Gary was right there. On the other end, Santana. Another block.
Great ball movement from Binney running that offense, but it's the block of Texas we told you to watch for in our opening. And that's exactly how they earned this point. Great vision, lining up in front of their attacker, taking away space.
See the first part of the replay? Tamia Coleman had her hands in the air, thought she had the block, but Ramsey Gary was right there, and it wound up a Texas point. Gary's service error gives it back to the Rattlers, but it's 21-8 Texas here in the first set. Winner gets the defending national champs in Penn State tomorrow, 6:30 Central here in Austin, 7:30 Eastern. Fight at the net, won by the Rattlers. Oh, rather, I apologize. It was Yaricel Rodriguez who did get to the ball, but it did go out, 22-8. Halter for Stafford. Gary again dives to keep a point going. That block went out, and Rodriguez gets this point.
Rodriguez swinging high at that Texas block, as she should. This is something that these athletes have been training to do for Florida A&M, try and attack high hands.
Santana serves, sophomore from Windermere, Florida. Stafford gets her fourth kill in 10 swings.
Stafford, we can talk numbers all day long, but it's pretty incredible what she's been able to do this season for the Longhorns. Had a season high 32 kills at Auburn and a season high 18 digs versus Louisville.
So after a rest, Swindle back on, three-time SEC setter of the week serves. A halter there again, but Florida A&M gets the point.
The Rattlers looking just trying to create a little bit momentum here at the service line. Play fun, play free, nothing to lose mentality.
Hoskin serves. Right there was Whitfield, but out. And it's set point for Texas.
Stafford here at the service line. Watch for her on a big attack and a transition play.
For the set, Bunton, no. Florida A&M gets the point.
Number 7, Sydney Whitfield.
First ball contact has been consistent for Texas. Really in serve, receive, and defense. Watch for another in-system pass here.
There's Sydney Hughes with the dive. But Texas completes set one. 6 straight match the Longhorns have taken the first set. 23-3 in the regular season. approaching 1,300 digs in her career. Set 2 begins. Texas took set 1, 25-11, and a Texas block to get things started in set 2 with Tori Stafford. With Victoria Dennis, I'm David Salzman. As expected, all Texas so far.
It's very impressive what Texas is doing throughout the duration of this entire season. I mean, we'll touch on how they've beat multiple ranked opponents, but you're seeing it here. They look good. Their momentum is on their side. The Rattlers trying to find a way to score any way they can.
Halter there yet again. Long set for Whitfield. Swindle for Spears and an error into the net. Rattlers get the point.
Rattlers have to expect elongated rallies, especially swinging against the defense of Texas. Florida A&M, they need to expect the long rallies, stay patient in the long rallies, and cover their attackers.
Swindle has done that so many times this season. First time tonight, and she gets the point.
Ella Swindle running the offense at the QB position, stands at 6'3". The setter is able to have that range and vision and saw that out of the corner of her eye.
The setter hitting 318 coming in. On the slide for Rook yet again, leading the Rattlers in kills. In fact, she's 4 for 4 today.
And to your point, David, about Swindle's hitting percentage, batting .318, .319, it's because of her decision making. She's not just going up there saying, I'm 6'3", I can dump and hit whenever I want. No, she's making the right choices and she's making the right reads.
Point Rattlers, and Florida A&M leads early in set 2. Sydney Humes, junior from Homewood, Alabama. Stafford ties it up early in the set.
Stafford does a great job of identifying the height of that set. She had to pause for a second before swinging the ball. She's used to a faster tempo set. That one was just a ball higher.
Two-time AVCA National Player of the Year semifinalist, including in 2025. She gets another chance and comes through yet again.
And there's that fast arm with tempo set right out the gate. Stafford has no delay in her arm swing. As soon as her feet leave the ground, watch her arm go. She has no delay picking any block out in front.
7 kills, 1 error for Stafford already.
Point Texas.
Not a touch by the Longhorns at the net, so Texas gets the point.
Point Rattlers.
5-4 Texas early in set 2. They took set 1, 25-11. Winner gets the defending national champs. And Penn State outlasted South Florida in 4 sets earlier today. I say outlasted because they had a rally the Nittany Lions to win sets 1 and 3, and they pulled away in set 4 for the victory. Nia Bunton, you don't see her slide too much this season, but the sophomore comes through there for Texas.
Great play there by Button, getting up fast on this slide. Watch Button off of 1 foot is able to bring that hip around in the air to give her that opportunity to swing cross court.
And as she has improved her sophomore year, just getting more and more playing time at middle blocker. Another chance for Vanderwall, yes.
Point Texas.
Freshman has her 4th kill.
Vanderwall continuing to chip away. She earns just about 2.64 kills per set for the Longhorns.
15 kills in the loss to Kentucky. Texas's last match had 10 in the big win over Texas A&M. For all Tori Stafford does, she is great at doing what she just did, her 30th ace of the season.
Florida A&M graduated 8 athletes last year. Couldn't find a starting lineup that worked at the beginning of this season. They were trying a 6-2. They moved to a 5-1, and they really found success, as I mentioned, going 9-1 in the last 10 matches.
Vanderwall comes through that time to get the point. It's interesting because, again, this is the Rattlers' 4th NCAA tournament appearance in 5 seasons, and we asked Gökhan Yilmaz what was the reason for sustained success. He said, we recruit science majors. Florida A&M's known for its science and engineering programs in addition to their MBA program. Says it's helped this program not only build but also get impact transfers throughout the years, which has helped them to multiple SWAC titles. Tori Stafford can fly from the back row too. She gets another point.
When the Rattlers get those STEM majors, those engineers, they're calculating a little bit out there with the, I mean, the physics of the sport itself, we can talk circles around.
Dominique Washington was a transfer from Georgia Tech, became the 2-time SWAC Player of the Year in 2021 and 2022. Anya Kiyunjic, the service error. And it's 10-6 Texas here in set 2 after the Longhorns took set 1, 25-11. There's some confusions on the substitutions for the Rattlers. Farouk comes out, and Mackenzie Taylor will serve, sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. She was the MVP of the SWAC tournament and got her 1,000th career assist there. Long on this serve, and the Longhorns are up 11-6.
Watch for the Rattlers to really try and up that serve-receive percentage. They put a lot of work into serve-receive specifically this year as they're staying in that 5-1 offense. Watch for the slide as well.
Texas went on a long run in the first set with Rilla Binney serving. She does this again. Blocked. Hayden Ames there. And also on the court, Whitney Launstein, senior from Waverly, Nebraska. She's been called upon more as the season has progressed, led Nebraska in points in 2022. Left the team to be with family in 2023, in her second season now with the Longhorns. And right on cue, Launstein the block.
What a play by Launstein. She is a huge spark plug for the Longhorns. Watch as she's able to identify the apex, stay inside, and have that strong block out in front.
Had a couple of blocks and hit 545 in a win at Florida, preventing a late Gators rally. Launstein. Was that touched at the net? Yes, it was. Give Launstein the kill. Florida A&M calls timeout. All Longhorns in set 2. 14-6. Launstein and Ames there that time up front.
Launstein coming into this ball game and making waves. She's absolutely making her presence known here for Texas. Watch on an out-of-system play. She delays her block to see that high set, and then at the last moment presses her hands fast across the tape.
Another Texas point. Rilla Binney runs have been a theme this match. She will serve again.
I'd like to see the Rattlers try and control the first and second contact just a bit better.
A 6-0 Longhorn run. Serve long, the run ends, but all Texas here in set 2. Penn State, the defending national champs, awaits the winner of this one. Rattlers started off 1-5 in the SWAC, but took 8 of their last 10 conference matches in the regular season just to make the tournament as the 8th seed. And then they wanted to advance to the NCAAs. Oh, Rodriguez able to poke it over the net to keep the ball alive. Texas, though, gets the point.
Net violation for the Rattlers on that last play. Few unforced errors on their side. Have to clean up the ball game just a little bit.
Rodriguez, a great story, started her college career at Division II Glen Oaks Community College, so Division II JUCO, moved on to NAIA University of Pikeville, and moved on to Florida A&M, ending her career on the Division I level in the NCAAs. Halter, dig number 15, 16. Stafford.
A controlled play, coverage play in transition. Watch as Texas is able to cover their side, allowing them to stay alive and find another outlet to score in transition.
Ramsey Gary serves. And an ace
Point Texas.
for the junior. Right, third.
Yeah, great serve by Ramsey, going line to line. So being able to serve down the line, it shortens the reaction time from server to serve receive.
Blocked again. Whitney Lonstein putting on a show.
It is so fun to watch Lonstein out here and just take control. She does a great job. You saw her arm shift in the air as she recognized that ball dropped inside, able to clamp down.
She has 3 blocks in her short time on the court. A halter yet again. And once more. 4 seasons. This Gregory Gym crowd has seen Emma Halter put on a show. This is amongst her best.
I have no idea how she got that first ball up. I mean, talk about reaction time. It is so elite, the speed she's moving on defense.
17 digs. We're late in set 2. Lonstein again.
Great feet to ball by Lonstein, especially as a right-handed attacker on the right side. She makes sure she is there, swings high and through into that seam.
It's just heartwarming to see her play, not just today, but late in the season. This is her final year of collegiate volleyball. Stafford again, up to 11.
Stafford carving high hands there, high down the line. Great vision, challenging area 1, that back right corner of the court.
Double-digit kills in 25 of the 27 matches this season, and in the other 2, she had 9. Lonstein able to reach and force set point. Texas took set 1 25-11. They have been even better in set 2 for the match, hitting 460. Gary tries to serve it out. Florida A&M in Trentham keeps the set going.
The freshman outside stands at 5'9", but can absolutely reach the ball. She has a fast arm swing, had a season-high 21 kills versus Alabama A&M.
Santana serves. Stafford able to dive to keep it going, and Ames able to get it in to end the set. After the heartbreak in Savannah, Georgia, 2007 to 2010. Set 3 gets underway. LaDonna Trantham to serve for Florida A&M. And Tori Stafford yet again.
And to touch on your point, David, about the Longhorns having such a great run and great season, the Longhorns own 10 ranked wins this year. 6 of those in the top 10.
They were number 1 in the RPI for most of the season. Of course, Nebraska overtook them, not losing a match so far. Off the Emma Halter serve, Texas a 2-0 lead early in set twice. I mentioned the Penn State 4-year run, 2007 through 2010, including a reverse sweep of Texas in 2009. All Texas to begin set 3. Kari Spears, her 4th kill of the night. 3 of those national championships under Jared Elliott, the first in 2012. That served wide, and Florida A&M gets his first point of the set.
Bringing Santana to the service line, libero for Florida A&M. She's had a great season. Over 290 digs for Santana on the year.
21 aces as well. Swindle sets up Stafford. Tremendous save, and that was Mackenzie Taylor. And then Trantham keeps it alive for the Rattlers. Spears into the net, and what an effort by the Rattlers to get the point.
Playing scrappy defense, doing what they can on their side of the net. It doesn't need to be in system, it just needs to be up to keep Florida A&M alive.
That sails long, and it's 4-2 Texas here in the third.
Serving for Texas, Ella Swindle.
Florida A&M has produced 3 pros in the last 4 seasons, one of them going down to play for Regatas in Peru, which is the league I played in post-college.
Taylor Harvey's first swing, Rattlers there. Stafford, another one.
Stafford using and abusing that block of the Rattlers. Really great job of just hanging in the air and then allowing the ball to come into her attack window to tool high hands.
She has fit in seamlessly in her first year with the Longhorns. In fact, Jared Elliott says she has no ego and has created meaningful relationships with everyone. Ramsey Gary, the nice effort from the back line. Point remains alive. High set for Sydney Whitfield. Oh, another great up by Halter. Spears finishes it off.
Take a look at this dig here. None other than Halter keeping the Longhorns alive. You can hear her directing traffic. Now, this is what good liberos do. They direct traffic, calling out the plays that's happening on the other side of the net, talking to their attackers, telling them what's open to hit as well.
Trantham from the back line.
And for the Rattlers, number 3, Sydney Hughes.
By the way, back to Emma Halter. 23 digs, and we're early in set 3. She's coming off a season-high 26 digs against Kentucky. That was in 5 sets.
Yeah.
You rarely see 23 digs this part of the match.
Point, Texas.
Taylor and Farouk off, leads to the air.
And for Texas, Whitney Longstein.
We talked about Farouk being up in the middle for Florida A&M all season long. She's hit .390 on the year for the Rattlers.
Lonstein checks in, went 4 for 5 in set 2, and an ace for Tori Stafford.
All 3 attacking options in the front row for Texas right now. Set is back row.
Lonstein long, and the Rattlers get the point.
Rattlers have to find a way to have a little bit more consistent contact with setter-hitter connection right now. I expect them to maybe find that flow just a bit more.
Talked about how the Rattlers had to come together late this season to win it all. One reason, Whitfield, who's played well, but just played beach volleyball last season.
Which is
it's
a completely different sport, beach volleyball and indoor. I mean, one's on sand, one's on court. You use 2 different balls, and not to mention in beach volleyball, it's you and one other player out there on the court.
Kujanjic, junior from Serbia, into serve. And an ace. Her 9th of the season.
Texas is challenging Florida A&M in different seams throughout the duration of this game, really forcing serve receive to try and stay on their toes.
Oh, how about the dump by Taylor? MVP of the SWAC tournament, Crafty.
Very crafty. She started as a freshman running a 6-2, and now as a sophomore has really solidified that role back into a 5-1 offense, has made the SWAC all-tournament team last year and this year.
high praise from her head coach, Gökhan Yilmaz. Says she'll watch video all day. She's a volleyball junkie. Kansas-Lotta serves. Aiden Ames hangs and fires.
Great play there by Ames, being up, ready to swing. Ames does a great job running different routes. Watch Ames here. She's up on this one ball, this attack in the air. So she has to be in the air while her setter is setting the ball. That's how quick this play is.
Swing into the net off Whitfield. And Texas pulling away here in set 3. Again led by Tori Stafford offensively, 13 kills, just 1 error, hitting .500, and Stafford with more kills than all of the Rattler offense so far tonight. Trantham, that's long.
Point Texas.
Her head coach, Jared Elliott, calls her probably the best outside hitter he's ever coached in the way she sees and attacks. In fact, compares her to the 4-time All-American Logan Eggleston in terms of that aspect of her game. Whitney Lundstein also putting on a show. It's 14-5 Texas, but for all the great outside hitters that have played here at Texas, what high praise that Jared Elliott has for Tori Stafford.
That's a big, that should be on her resume forever.
Well, Logan was a 4-time All-American, and perhaps Stafford will be as well. She'll certainly be a 3-time All-American when that's announced. 14-6, the Texas lead in set 3. Longhorns, assuming of course they win here tonight, they can knock off the defending national champs in Penn State, and they'll certainly have 4,500 loud fans at Gregory Gym behind them. It'll be their 20th straight appearance in the regional semifinal, and they will host if they can get that far as the 1 seed. Santana was ready for the Swindle dunk, but still too hard off her, and Swindle gets another kill.
Swindle has earned 6 double-doubles on this season and continues to up that hitting percentage with it. Just tacking on. Maybe she's trying to get a triple-double.
Gary serves. Miscommunication between Swindle and Ames. And Florida A&M gets the point. Their head coach, Gökhan Yilmaz. What a great journey. He's from Istanbul, Turkey. He would send his CV to as many coaches in the United States as he could. And in 2000, legendary coach Chris Poole, who has the most wins of anyone active in Division I, allowed Yilmaz to help him with his volleyball camps. He had to pay his way to get from Istanbul to Fayetteville, and that started the journey to today. Grad assistant at Division II Cameron University at Oklahoma. Later on would be an assistant under Poole at Arkansas, then would go with Poole to Florida State in 2008. That's 5 minutes away, if that, from the Florida A&M campus. And it's head coach of the Rattlers, 4 NCAA tournament appearances the last 5 years.
He mentioned to us he wants to have that winning tradition in volleyball for Florida A&M. They're not a Power 4 school, but they have a 99.9% graduation rate, and he is very proud of that.
Swindle, another dump. 17-7 Texas. Back to Gökhan Yilmaz, because when you're winning conference titles so much, but so Gary thought he kept the point alive. Jared Elliott, a rare time we've seen him off his seat, but he will not challenge, and it's 17-8 Texas. Santana serves. That's Rodriguez with the kill.
Rodriguez taking advantage of the block that was off the net for Penn State. Does a great job of going fast to that ball. Had a season high of 13 kills at Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Service error for Santana.
Serving for Texas, Ella Swindle.
Ella Swindle has been one of the team leaders of this squad since the season began. It's great to see her in that role. Remember, this time last season, she barely played. Had a talk with Jared Elliott in the offseason, said, I just want a fair shot at getting my role back. And she come through and then some. 3-time SEC Setter of the Week and hoping to lead Texas to their 3rd national title in 4 seasons. It would be her 2nd.
Swindle's story is probably one of my favorite in a transfer portal era here in NCAA volleyball. She stuck with it and she stayed in a Longhorns jersey. She was the only 3rd true freshman to be a setter to lead her team to a national championship, the first since 2016. She came back, she didn't have a lot of play time. After being the starting setter to win a national championship, she went through the trenches, she grew as an athlete, and she earned her role here to start again for Texas.
Member of the 2023 NCAA tournament team, and that may be the best point from the Rattlers so far. A couple of nice saves, but Jared has a lot of business conversations with them, of course, in this NIL era, taking advantage of the Texas brand. Kitty Miller, last season as a Longhorn, comes on to serve. Lonstein, another kill, her 5th.
That swing so powerful, went off the block and then hit one of the banners up here on the ceiling. My goodness.
Banners with Texas's final 4 appearances, conference championship appearances. As Miller serves that into the net. They would love to add 2025 to the list of national championships, which would be the program's 5th in the NCAA and 6th overall. Miller sang the national anthem before the regular season finale against South Carolina. I may add, did as well as I've heard from anyone this season.
These athletes are just more than athletes. I always love to say that. They have other interests, believe it or not, besides volleyball that they've given their lives to.
Yeah, if Kenna's going to stick around Austin after this season, I'm sure she'd be invited back to sing the anthem as many times as she'd like. Kiendrick serving. Texas 3 points away from a 2nd round appearance. Rattlers get the point. And Farouk.
Farouk's accolades this season for the Rattlers: 7 matches with 7 or more blocks, 2 matches with a season-high 9 blocks. So not only was she putting the ball away at a high clip, she was a big defensive threat for the Rattlers.
Leading the team in kills with 5 today. And you see hitting .444 against the 1 seed in Texas. Halter for Stafford. Oh, good job by Taylor to keep the point alive to Kazazlar. Spears, no question. Longhorns 2 points away.
What a play for the Longhorns. Big step close on the right side, had multiple offensive threats in this rally alone.
Texas's longest runs of the match have come with Rilla Binney serving. That was in set 1 and set 2, and here she is, perhaps closing out the match. That won't happen. Sevilla Coleman, sophomore from West Palm Beach, Florida, one of the better swings of the night.
Coleman had some playtime her freshman year. Now as a sophomore, took on a bigger role. Had season-high 7 blocks at Southern U.
Big reason why the Rattlers are here. MVP of the SWAC tournament, Taylor serves, but into the net. And now Texas with match point. Looking to set up one of the most marquee matchups you will ever see in the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament, certainly in terms of name. Penn State, Texas, have won the last 3 national titles combined. We'll see that tomorrow night with one more Texas point, and it's Gary to serve. Not just yet. And for Florida A&M, well, again, Gurkan Yilmaz wants his team to be in a position to get a better matchup at the 1st round of this tournament, but still another successful season for them. 4th conference tournament crown the last 5 years, and this one was special. Started 1-5 in the SWAC, came back to make it this far. Devin Kahahawai finishes the match off for Texas. It'll be Texas and Penn State tomorrow for the right to go to the regional semifinals.